So a little over a month after the 50K, and this is just going to be a really short video. I'm going to show you something here at the farm, and then do basically what my 2023 Twindy is going to be. So got this big pasture. It's our biggest pasture, right? And a lot of times I don't have time to go anywhere for a run, but man, do I really hate running on the treadmill. My wife Laura, she's really good at just grinding on the treadmill. She's zero problems for her to do that. I can do it, but I really just don't like to. So I decided to mow down a trail all the way around the perimeter of this pasture. We're rewilding this pasture. We're really trying to turn our land back into a forest, you know, as it should be. Obviously that takes a long time, but so I'm just mowing around the perimeter here. So I'm just going to walk the perimeter one loop around it. 2023, it's going to be 3 things basically. So in March I'm going to do the David Goggins challenge, the 4x4x48. So if you're not familiar, it's you run 4 miles every 4 hours for 48 hours. So you end up running 48 miles. It's a really good challenge for a lot of reasons, for both the distance, which is 50 miles in 2 days. I've never run that much, so the mileage is a good test, and also the sleep deprivation, which I will need for longer distances and some of the other stuff that's coming up that I'm going to talk about here in a second. Just around the fence. Basically I just mowed right along the fence, mowed it down, so hopefully I run it. Anyways, the point was that I mowed this. I got off track. I mowed this so I could still have somewhere to run here at home that wasn't a treadmill, so I can just grind, you know, miles a little bit more. If I want to feel like I'm running at a trail at home, I can do this. So I don't know how often I'll use it, but it's close enough that I can just come out and do that and kind of run it, and I can run however much. I don't know how much I could really get done out here. I guess I could someday. I'll just have to do a challenge here where I see how many miles I can run in 12 hours or something stupid like that. The tractor's my aid station. My water's sitting on the tractor. So that's in March. The Goggins challenge is in March. I'm going to be pacing my brother-in-law Justin at the Mohican 100, but that's just a 23-mile loop, so that'll be like a training run for the other 2 things that are coming up. So about a month and a half so after that Mohican 100, I'm going to try to run my first 50-miler at the Burning River 100. They do the 100-miler. They do a 100-mile relay with 8 and 4-person teams, and they have 2 50-milers basically a day and a night. So the 100 miles is a 50-mile out and back. So you run out 50 miles and you turn around and come back, and that's the 100-miler. So they figured, I mean, it's smart. You have the whole course and you have both directions. You might as well do 2 50-mile races with it. So you can pick the front 50, the back 50. I'm tempted to do the back 50 because I love running at night on a trail with a headlamp. So I think that's the way I'm going to go. But that's also an evening start. Sometimes I get antsy sitting around waiting for a race. I don't know. I'm not sure about that one. I'm going to do one or the other. My first 50-mile attempt will be at the Burning River 100. And then, so I figured with the time limit, I think I'm pretty comfortable with the time limit for that 50. Honestly, that may be a deciding factor with which one I do. I can probably do it faster during the day just because you can see better or whatever. So think about that. And then September 23rd of next year, I think it starts the 23rd, doing something really crazy. I'm going to try to run the Buckeye 200 road ultra. So it's a 200 mile, it's sort of like an adventure run in the vein of Gary Cantrell's Vol State and Hots, although not near as long. It's 200 miles. So you get 6 days to do it, I think. It comes out to only needing to do like 35 miles a day. I mean, you can walk all day long and get, I can walk all day long and get more than that done. So it's really about, it's just going to be a mental test. I think I can walk the distance and get it done, but sleep deprivation and, you know, it's road miles and lots of stuff. I am obviously going to do it crewed, so my wife for sure, and then I think my friends Sarah and Michelle, who were in the 50K video, who ran with me in the 50K video and crewed me, are going to do some of it. They can't do all of it because it does start on a weekday, but on the weekend, honestly, the weekend is probably when I would need the support the most anyway. But with 6 days to do it, I have been told by some of my friends in the ultra community that doing one of these 200+ mile road races, given the amount of time that you have, so you don't have to run really fast, are really easier than most of the hundreds will be, because of I'm going to be faced with time constraints that I just am not fast enough yet to do. So I feel like I will probably run a 200, and it'll be a couple years maybe before I run a 100-mile trail race, because they just, I don't know, I think the time periods are a little out of my range right now. Even some 50Ks are out of my ability to finish, so which that's totally fine. So that's 2023 for me, and this is just a brief catch up. There'll be longer videos coming, but I want to let everybody know what was going on. I'm feeling good. It did take me every bit of a month to recover, so but I'm feeling good. I'm gonna put this down and I'm gonna do a little running in this pasture and see what it feels like. I've already ran a 5K today, not a race, just a 5K run. But that's it. That's the catch up. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.